Hey everybody, this is Joel
And Addie.
and
Paul
from movingtomexico.co. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal and bienvenidos to BC Bucerias and Addie's Cafe. You were
Hi.
practicing your accents the other day.
Yeah.
Which ones have you nailed down?
All of them. I can do any. Which one?
Well, let's have a southern accent.
I would like an espresso macchiato.
Anyways, bienvenidos a Bucerias and bienvenidos to another...
Taco Tuesday.
You know, people think of Mexico as purely a winter vacation, right? It's
Yeah.
Getting cold and you're looking to get away, get some beach time, but very rare, or at least in the past, people really never equated Mexico as a country where you would go and spend a summer vacation. Now we're here in Bucerias, and one thing I will say is the 9 years that we've spent here, we would usually travel away, but the last 2 years, just because of the situation, we've been spending all of our summers here in Bucerias, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Paul, what about you, Addie? Yeah, why did you enjoy it?
I like the rain during the summertime.
You like the rain. Okay.
Yeah, lots of afternoon rain, and when you're looking at the weather app, don't be dismayed that you see kind of like the rain every day, because a lot of the times it's purely afternoon showers. So
Right.
afternoon evening showers, which is kind of nice. So you have kind of a nice day. Like today it's overcast, but it's not raining. And it's actually better. You go to the beach and you're not going to get sunburned,
Right.
right? And it's just a little cooler. Now the other thing, because of the biodiversity in Mexico, is hop on a flight, right? So
Right.
you could fly from LA to Mexico City in I think 3 hours, maybe. Sound about right, Paul?
Yeah.
And then from Mexico City, you have an hour flight to almost anywhere in Mexico.
That's right.
So how many people every summer make this big trip to Europe or somewhere else?
Yeah.
And you just don't fly to Italy and go to Rome, right? You fly into Rome and then you usually visit
Yeah.
other parts of Italy or other parts of Europe. So
right.
think of Mexico as a hopping point, to other parts in Mexico, where you could go to a place like Zacatecas, and today we were looking at the temperature was 13 degrees this morning,
Yeah.
right? So that is, what is that in American speak there, Paul? Is it 56?
Yeah. That's it's kind of chilly.
It's chilly, and then
Yeah.
it warms up to like the mid-20s, which would
Yeah.
be in your 70s. They got some cool stuff there, like a big canyon, this like train that you can, ride through this canyon. So there's lots of things that you could do in Mexico that you wouldn't think you could, because you just kind of automatically assume it's just one big beach. Mexico is still really affordable with accelerating inflation and all the supply chain issues around the world. We're going and doing a trip at the end of the month to Cancun. Well, I guess Tulum. Yeah. And, I would suggest it's a little pricier compared to where we are in Bucerias, like some of the hotels. But then if you compare it to like going, I don't know, to the Riviera in Europe or the
Right.
south of France, like it's a third of the price.
Right.
And you're pretty well kind of having, again, going back to being the off season, a lot more of the place to yourself, and you're getting all the deals right now. So, we got a pretty nice place. But I would suggest it's a pretty good deal. And a matter of fact, it's about just over half what it would be during the high season. So if we were to have come in January.
Sure.
Prices are cheaper.
That's
Everything
good.
from hotels to airfare, and some of the restaurants and that have just some specials and deals going on.
Sure. Very good. And I would say, like, if you do come during the summer, give a little extra propina to your waiter.
To your waiter and waiter.
And because everybody's kind of like, this is the slow time.
Yeah.
So everyone's just kind of like using their savings from the high season. And just a little extra something helps.
Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely. Yeah.
So
Number
this
two.
is less busy.
Yes, it's less busy in Mexico, guys. And I think for people from Europe, the one thing to consider is, I've been to Europe in the summer during the times when everyone in Europe is taking their summer vacation.
Yeah.
I've been to some of those summer vacation places, and it is so full of traffic, so
Yeah.
full of people. You go to the beach and you're like stepping on one another, right?
Oh, geez.
So if you're in Europe, you can consider hopping on one of those direct nonstop flights right now, and just get yourself to Manchester. Check out Thompson Airlines, and I think it's like a 10-hour flight or 11-hour flight direct though, to
Which is
Puerto
direct
Vallarta.
in
Yeah,
English.
direct nonstop.
Yeah.
to Puerto Vallarta for like a fraction of the cost. But then the biggest thing is when you get here, you have the beach to yourself versus, you know, one beach that is just like where you have nowhere to sit because your neighbor is sitting like right on top of you.
You get the restaurants to yourself. You're not waiting, and sometimes there can be lines during the high season.
That's
you're
right.
waiting, and
or you can't get a reservation unless you're booking a
reservation.
week in advance, right?
Yeah.
So if you come here during the high season, there's some restaurants where you'll try to make a reservation when you come, but there's nowhere available until like after you leave.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, and just in general, it's just like a more peaceful vibe.
It's just chill.
Yeah, but one little thing to remember is be careful with hours, because a lot of places change their hours, right?
That's right. So
Yeah.
some restaurants are running like what we call low season hours. Like here at the shop, we're now open Sunday to Friday,
Yeah.
but 8 a.m. till noon. It's do something while you can. Has Mexico been on that list for a place for you to visit? Have you? I mean, believe it or not, there's still a lot of people out there who have not yet been to Mexico, or maybe you've just done the all-inclusive things, and you're thinking about what you can do this summer. Do it while you can, because we never know when we could be throwing a curveball, and all of a sudden, you know, things come to a halt again. I mean, that's possible, right? We could have some travel disruptions in the future, and right now, things are pretty wide open.
Right.
And Mexico's open for business, so do it while you can. Hey, Paul?
That's right. Provecho.
It's super fast. You just
He
grab it,
delivers.
and then you eat it.
How often do you order tortas from your guy?
Well, I haven't in a while because sometimes we miss him because he drives by really quickly. So,
But do you have his phone number, or you just flag him down?
no, just flag him down because he goes to the Decameron over there
Yeah.
and then feeds all the people, all the workers, and then he usually comes around here. But since I'm kind of tucked in over there, I don't always see him when he drives by.
You need to get like a stick with a flag
Yeah,
that just says torta at the end or whatever. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
that'd be really cool.
Well, it's nice, and as you guys have seen, Daddy's gonna make a coffee.
Uh-oh.
Business first.
Yes.
The food always comes to you as well.
That's right.
Or it can always come to you if
That's
you want.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to come to the food will inevitably come to you.
It's funny because, like, you know, in the States we have all of a sudden, like, we got like Uber Eats, right? Like,
Yeah.
we got like these apps and stuff, and it's like they've been doing that in Mexico forever.
We used to have more artisanals coming in Bucerias. Like guys delivering fruits and shrimp and cakes and or pastries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think what's happened is because it's become very touristy, the tourists they don't know, right? So
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
what we could say to help bring that back. Is the next time you're in town and the shrimp guy comes by, or the guy with strawberries on the back of his truck, or the guy selling empanadas, is flag him down and buy some.
Yeah.
So that if the more of you do that, the more these guys are going to come back into the area. Because if you go on the Upper East Side,
Yeah.
they're all over there.
Right.
Because they're catering to a local market. The Mexicans are used to buying food that way, and I like buying food that way because again, it's coming to me. I
Yeah.
don't have to come to it.
Right.
But that's kind of disappearing on this side, which is a little bit sad. So you can all help us bring
Yeah.
it back by just buying when you see it. Think about making Mexico your summer 2022 destination for your family or individual vacation. Just make it happen. Hey, Paul.
That's right.
You trust us on this one. You're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, and if for whatever reason you're not going to Mexico, do something.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah.
While the iron is hot, you need to strike. So make sure you are subscribed to our channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And again, just give us that little thumbs up because that helps the YouTube algorithm. And you're going to be notified when the next series of videos come out every Tuesday and Saturday. From Bucerias here in Bucerias, Mexico. Nos vemos. Hasta luego and adios.
Bucerias.
BC.
You got a new toy?
New bikes for rent.
Okay. For small people.
It's working brakes. Oh, push the brakes.
Pepe's a kid at heart.
Yeah,
Hey.
it is.
Adios.
Bye.